Isn't it time to admit that the tax cuts are not going to pay for themselves?
No, I think quite the opposite. Of course, you and I have disagreed about this for, I don't know, what, 2 or 3 years, David? Maybe going back longer than that. I think the tax cuts are working. I think nominal GDP is much higher than people expected. Even the CBO has acknowledged as much. I think you're going to see the budget deficit come way down as a share of GDP because of faster economic growth. I mean, you know, we're in a really good spot here, if you ask me. I hear all this pessimism coming off Wall Street. Okay, I understand corrections and whatnot. But look, we're getting tremendous increases in growth. You know, we're running 3% year on year. And nobody thought that would be possible. And we're there. I mean, I think for all of President Trump's quarters, except the very first quarter when he just came in office, I think the growth rate has been 3.1% at an annual rate for something like 7 quarters. Meanwhile, the inflation rate...
You really think the budget deficit's really going to start falling next year, Larry? You really do? I mean, revenues don't seem to be pointing to that. CBOE doesn't seem to be pointing towards that. What underlies that, even if we maintain, let's call it 3%?
Yes, I think you're going to see bigger increases in revenues. The president has already talked about a very tough budget, 5% reduction across the board for non-defense accounts. That's a very tough budget. I think the combination of spending limits and economic growth will do the trick. I mean, the deficit as a share of GDP will come down a lot in the next few years. I don't want to predict exactly, but that's the view. And as I was saying before, the supply side tax cuts and the rollback of regulations and opening of energy and so forth, we're producing very significant growth with virtually no inflation. Inflation is coming in under the Fed's target, which may be cause for their reassessment. So look, I think it's a very good position to be in. And I do think we have to spend good time trying to hold back budget spending. I agree about that part.